Ladies and gentlemen, William Barr is awesome, and he's refusing to give notes that he has with Mueller. So basically, Mueller is okay with his conclusion, his assessment. Well, actually, conclusion, not assessment. The Mueller report, the Mueller team did not indict President Trump, nor did they indict anyone around President Trump for either collusion or obstruction, for either the criminal activity associated with what would be called collusion. The legal statute, there's no legal statute for collusion. So, in terms of the law, it is a statute that I talk about in my Federalist article, the U.S. Code, the 18 Code 371 statute, pertaining to people who conspire to defraud the United States government, the people of the United States, basically people who conspire to engage in some grandiose plot for criminal or unethical purposes. Okay, if you utilize an agency of the United States government against what the agency is founded upon, or what its mission statement is, in order to obtain a political or criminal goal, that's one aspect of the statute pertaining to collusion. But the interesting, let me just listen to this. Just listen to this. Listen to this.
He's a law enforcement professional. Right. Yeah. I know of no other instance of, but he was also a political appointee, and he was a political appointee with me at the Department of Justice. The letter's a bit snitty, and I think it was probably written by one of his staff people. Did you make a memorandum of your conversation? Huh? Did you make a memorandum? No, I didn't. Or did anyone else? What? Did anyone, either you or anyone on your staff, memorialize your conversation with Robert Mueller? Yes. Who did that? There were notes taken of the call. May we have those notes? No.
I don't know if you can hear this. May we have those notes? No. So Richard Blumenthal, Democrat senator, wants notes from William Barr about his interaction with Mueller. And this is the Democratic senator from Connecticut, and he's asking Mueller, he's asking William Barr. He's saying, "Well, can we have your notes? Because we're entitled to your notes. We're entitled to Trump's taxes. We're entitled to everything." He's like, "No." Hold on. Let's see if you could. I'm trying to get a better. This guy, William Barr, he's awesome. Let's see. Blumenthal notes William Barr. Okay, let's see if I can get a better. All right, so here, let's see if there's a better. All right, maybe this is better. Okay, so check this out. Check this out.
Either you or anyone on your staff.
My God.
Memorialize your conversation with Robert Mueller. Yes.
That's not a good. All right, let's see if I can get. Okay, come on. So basically, Senator Blumenthal wants notes from William Barr regarding his discussion with Mueller. They found no collusion. They found no obstruction. And, of course, they want to prolong all of this to the point of madness. Hold on one second. Let's listen to this. Hold on one second.
The letter's a bit snitty, and I think it was probably written by one of his staff people. Did you make a memorandum of your conversation? Huh? Did you make a memorandum? No, I didn't. Or did anyone else? What? Did anyone, either you or anyone on your staff, memorialize your conversation with Robert Mueller? Yes. Who did that? There were notes taken of the call. May we have those notes? No.
He's like, may we have those notes because we're entitled to everything. He's like, no. Why am I spending so long on this? They think they're entitled to every look, these people are not only insidious, they're not only duplicitous, they're not only disingenuous, they're not only, well, some of them overtly criminal like Hillary, Madam Secretary, who's running again in 2020. But with Blumenthal, we saw this in Kavanaugh. He is just ruthless. All of them are ruthless. Senators are ruthless. The Congress people are brainless. So the Democrats in Congress are brainless. The Democrats in the Senate are ruthless. And they're all working at the behest of Hillary Clinton. Madam Cyberhack, the Democrats do not have a political party. What they have is they're essentially the playthings of Bill and Hillary. I just want to thank you very much for allowing me to play with you. And I just want to say that Madam Secretary really appreciates all you people like Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, friends with benefits. I know all about that. And Andrew McCabe under criminal investigation. James Baker under criminal investigation. James Comey, you know what, out of luck. I just want to thank you all for helping my wife. I'm going to Ibiza. I'm going to party there, and then I'm going to go basically fly around the world and partay. But I want to thank you very much, all of you, for helping my wife, and you'll be richly rewarded once the indictments come in. What's up? I won't be around. But I'll be partying. But Madam Secretary will eventually get indicted, and I'll be free. Free like a bird. We have to listen to this again. I know people are like, oh my God, why are you doing this? They want to prove that William Barr is somehow preventing the reality that Trump colluded with Russia or that Trump obstructed justice. Meanwhile, anyone can read the 400-page nonsense I've read. It's like a propaganda hit piece. It's absurd. It is absurd. It's ridiculous. It's nonsensical. It's irrational. It's a rehash of the ODNI and DHS reports that say that judgments should not be confused with fact. They come with warranty disclaimers, so the U.S. government could cover their tuchus. Why? Because they allowed CrowdStrike to look at DNC servers, not the United States government. They're relying on what they believe to be pristine copies and images of DNC servers from a third-party tech firm, CrowdStrike, that, oh, by the way, happened to be outsourced. Happened to be outsourced by Democrats. The DNC paid for CrowdStrike just like Hillary Clinton paid for Fusion GPS through her law firm to obtain the Steele dossier with help from Russian sources. And oh, by the way, Nellie Orr has a criminal referral sent to William Barr from Mark Meadows. Congressman Devin Nunes and Congressman John Radcliffe also sent Attorney General Barr criminal referrals pertaining to a whole lot of other people. So, I mean, we have this is hilarious. They all know. James Comey's writing in the New York Times. They all know. They are all aware that William Barr has set his sights on all the people who actually did conspire against the United States government and President Trump. Because when you have from George Washington to Barack Obama, when you have from President Washington to President Obama a peaceful transition of power, and you end that peaceful transition of power with deceiving FISA judges, criminal act. Leaking classified memos, James Comey, criminal act. Utilizing your position as FBI counterintelligence to obtain a political outcome, criminal act, Peter Strzok. And Andrew McCabe lying 3 times under oath because your wife was given hundreds of thousands of dollars from Terry McAuliffe and Democrats. Criminal act. He's under criminal investigation. James Baker leaking information. Criminal act. And James Baker and Lisa Page, by the way, of Peter Strzok fame, both wanted to indict Clinton, which is exactly what I was stating was going to happen. Now, the people who are so giddy and happy that she wasn't indicted, they are admitting that they're okay with an actual cover-up of real crimes. With Trump, they fabricated crimes. With Trump, there were no crimes that he committed. They went after Papadopoulos. They utilized the Ukraine. They utilized the Ukrainian officials. We know that from John Solomon just a couple hours back. There is now a criminal investigation within the Ukraine regarding Madam Secretary's attempt at obtaining Manafort's documents or information on Manafort. And so we have, I mentioned Nellie Orr has a criminal referral out for her. So, I mean, and we don't know the extent of the referrals already given to Barr. So there's a whole lot of people. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to say, well, Pelosi accused him of criminal acts for misleading Congress. Like, well, how did he mislead Congress? Well, he told everyone that there was no collusion and no obstruction, no evidence of obstruction or evidence of collusion. But as you can see, he had Russian contacts. Wrong. Natalia Veselnitskaya is not a Russian contact linked to the Putin. Mifsud, who tried to set up Papadopoulos with Alexander Dano, is not a Russian contact. If anything, it's probably a British contact. We know that from Elizabeth Voss when she was at Disobedient Media. So, brilliant journalist, by the way, Elizabeth Voss. So, it's like, where are the Russian contacts? Oh, Manafort, what? And they're like, oh, polling data. The Russians obtained polling data. No. All they could have done was go on 538 to see that, Clinton had a 80% chance to win. But let's listen to this again. Hopefully you can hear this. This is hilarious. They think they're entitled to everything. And William Barr is like, nah, I'm not going to give you any notes. I know exactly what Robert Mueller stated. He's fine with what I did. Because the Mueller team did not indict anyone on obstruction, did not indict anyone on collusion. So what Democrats are trying to say is, well, there's just so much there. Like, no, there isn't. No, there isn't. There's nothing there. There's no there, they're there. That's what the left says. Oh, there's no there. Well, $156 million is funneled into the Clinton Foundation by 85 donors. The left says, no, there. Millions of dollars from Uranium One into the Clinton Foundation. No, there. UBS has like thousands of people that they didn't want to give to the IRS in terms of their identities, and like a tiny fraction was eventually given after Clinton intervened, and then they gave Bill Clinton, Bubba Bill, I want to thank you, UBS, for your $1.2 million speaking engagement. I can't tell you how much I love you. I would feel your pain, but obviously you don't have too much pain. You got a whole lot of dollars you've given me. I want to thank you. No, there. This is like, the left is like a giant cult. No, there. It's like $10 billion from Haiti, stolen. 3% given to the people of Haiti. What happened to the money? Where'd the money go? Anybody know? Where did the money go? Was the money just pledged and not given? What happened? If you pledged the money, why? I mean, if 3% of $10 billion was given to the people of Haiti, what happened to the rest? So they're trying to say that William Barr's committing criminal acts. We're going to impeach him. He's horrible. He needs to resign. He's not resigning. He's not going to get impeached. And he didn't commit any criminal acts. And Mueller is just fine with what William Barr said. And the letter was snitty, written by one of Mueller's staff. What do they don't like Trump. This is the biggest scandal, far bigger, far greater than Watergate. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest scandal in U.S. history. And it's President Obama and it's the Democratic Party and mainly Hillary Clinton. And people beholden, whether it's, Clinton doesn't need to say, hey, do this for me. There's a power structure. These people were like, look, Peter Strzok, when he was saying that Trump should lose 1,000,000 to 1, Clinton should win 1,000,000 to 1, or that Trump voters were smelly. There's an insurance policy, and we will stop Trump after Lisa Page says he's not going to become president, right? He didn't get a letter from Clinton saying, hey, do this for me, Peter Strzok. Do this for me. He didn't say that. Or she didn't write that. Everything is like through osmosis almost. Like it's just, there's a political side. They knew very well that there was one candidate they liked and one candidate they couldn't stand, and they thought was a destabilizing force, which is what Peter Strzok stated. He really thought that Trump was going to be the end of the world. And so he utilized his post, and he actually admits it in his text messages. He utilized his post to cover up Clinton's crimes, deleting 5 references to gross negligence, which relates directly to U.S. Code 793F, because in the Espionage Act, you don't need intent. So Comey, in his buffoonery, stated, well, there's no precedent. The statutes say there needs to be intent. No, there doesn't need to be any intent. There need not be any intent at all. At all. If you're doing what Clinton did, and she managed to obtain special access program and top secret intelligence, and forget about top secret, maybe there's a lot of top secret intelligence, but special access program, not a lot. SAP intelligence, there's not a lot of it. And that found its way to her servers outside of the United States government. That's dangerous. Because these servers were located in her basement. That's very dangerous. You cannot have that. And she's running again. And very, very likely it'll be brought up, and then she'll sidestep the issues. But we're relying on William Barr and Mark Meadows and a whole bunch of other people. Once the origins of all of this are disclosed, it'll lead right back to Clinton and her server and a racketeering and bribery and overt money laundering scheme called the Clinton Foundation. But let's listen to this again because it's so beautiful.
Did anyone, either you or anyone on your staff, memorialize your conversation with Robert Mueller? Yes. Who did that? There were notes taken of the call. May we have those notes? No. Why not? Why should you have them?
Why should you have them?
I'll tell you, we got to end this, but I'm going to write a letter.
That's so great.
Mr. Mueller, and I'm going to ask him.
And like Lindsey Graham's great, but why does Lindsey Graham have to chime in? Like Lindsey Graham's like, well, I'm going to ask him if there's anything that we need. Like they're always so deferential to the Democrats. Like Lindsey Graham is great, but he's like a much better Trey Gowdy. Trey Gowdy Trey Gowdy's a much better Ted Cruz. Lindsey Graham is a much better Trey Gowdy. And Devin Nunes is the man. And William Barr is the man. My God Almighty, if you ever thought of trusting anyone but William Barr, and I'm not even saying trust William Barr, but this guy has proven himself. My God. The left was like, do you love me, Nancy Pelosi? I'm doing everything I can to undermine Trumpy. I'm recusing myself from humanity. I had Rosenstein, Hot Rod, start a special counsel. What else can I do? Oh, you wanted a special counsel? Don't worry, I got a guy named Huber. He's on the golf course every day. Don't worry about it. And people gave him information. Oh, put it in the this big file cabinet. Nobody's gonna see it. Don't worry about it. William Barr, they're like, oh my God, Trump has his personal defense attorney, William Barr. William Barr needs to be impeached. William Barr has committed crimes. William Barr is horrible. Oh my God. Oh, he's so horrible. Oh, what a horrible person he is. I mean, that when the Democrats are saying that, it's a pretty good thing. Anyway, my Patreon is below in the pinned comment if you want to support my voice long term. Check out my writing in the Federalist, the Jerusalem Post, the Daily Caller. That's below in the pinned comment. Thank you, everyone. God bless. Today is going to be, this weekend's going to be interesting. This coming week is going to be great. Every single month from here on to the election, tell your friends about this channel. It's going to be amazing. It's getting more bizarre. This is like therapy for you and me. I mean, it's therapy to speak to you, and hopefully I'm therapeutic in my, voices and whatever, my analysis, my shtick here and there. But tell your friends about this channel. Have a great day. I'll be back a whole bunch later today. Check this channel throughout the day. Thank you.